Hey Virgo, it's Kayla's Tarot. So then you guys, let's get stuck into your end of February weeklies. These ones resonating from the 20th to the 28th February 2019. This for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. I'm going to start off with 5 card. And then we'll look at love with the romance angel straight after. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo. Let's take a look for Virgo. Central issue, 7 of Pentacles reversed. The root of that, King of Swords reversed. Recent past, 2 here. The Knight of Pentacles with the 7 of Wands reversed. What's crowning Virgo? The Emperor in the reverse. What's coming towards Virgo? The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Right, okay, yeah, it does look like you guys may be facing something you probably don't want to face towards the end of the month. I'm just going to quickly clarify each of these and then we'll sort of see where this goes. Let me see. Virgo. Right. So with your central issue, I think some of you guys need to detach from someone here who I suppose could be considered very verbally abusive. I've got the King of Swords reversed and the Emperor reversed. I'm definitely looking at least verbal abuse, okay? And this is someone who you really struggle. I mean, with the Emperor, don't get me wrong, it could be a partner or an ex-partner. It could also be a father as well. He's the father of the tarot, I suppose. But whichever way you go, this is like unable to escape from someone who's very, very verbally abusive. You know, words cut like a knife, that kind of stuff. But you can't detach from this person that easily. And I just see like a growing tension, growing impatience being sort of the central issue here. If we look at the root of that, the reason why we need to detach, but we can't, I kind of want to say this person has a bit of a split personality with the look of it. They could be very caring, they could be very confident, they could be very loving, but they can also be extremely verbally abusive. It's almost like they're putting a persona to the outside world. Very nice person. What goes on behind closed doors is a different kettle of fish. Look into the recent past. I see you making slow progress with stability despite, I suppose, the 6 of Cups in reverse. That's like bad memories of the past cropping up. It's like they're there, they're not going away. There's not much you can do about that. But at the same time, you really are, that 7 of Wands reverse, you're trying to shake it off. You're trying to shake it off. You don't want this energy anymore. You don't want these flashbacks. I want to say for some of you, it's flashbacks from the past. It's almost like I'm wondering if some of you have a family member already that's a bit verbally abusive, and then we've kind of met a partner that's very similar, and it's sort of history repeating itself for some of you. So what's crowning you is that abuse. Is that abuse of power? It's that verbal abuse. You know, the Emperor is in the reverse. And the Hangman is also in the reverse. And this is sort of not waiting around anymore, actually wanting to do something. It's, for some of you, you are trying to figure out ways to get out of this. For some of you. Because I think that, and this runs in tandem with what's coming towards you with the Wheel of Fortune reversed and the 8 of Pentacles reversed. This is sort of like stunting your own growth. It's like the longer you keep this person in your life, the longer you remain miserable. Some of you cannot get rid of this person, in which case, you know, if it's a family member, then some of you got some hard decisions to make. If it's partner, again, it's a hard decision, but it's not as hard as it would be if it were family. I've just got not enough effort being put into actually getting your will turning again. To actually having things go in your favour again. I've just got you guys holding yourselves back. I think this is your advice. if you are going through, not obviously this won't resonate for all of you, but if you are going through this at the moment with someone who could be considered very verbally abusive, very controlling as well, the Emperor in the reverse, very controlling, you know, kind of energy that tells you what to do, what to wear, what to eat, you know, who to hang with and stuff like that. It's very controlling, very abusive. I think for some of you, the advice is use your intuition, use your common sense. Are you happy right now, or are you miserable? Do you want to be happy, or do you want to remain miserable? I feel like the Three of Wands reversed to sort of say, stop waiting for something to change that's not going to change. That really is, I feel like, what the message is there, you guys. So, I've got a pop up. I'm going to move on. Let's see if we've got anything better in your love lives. Let's throw the romance angels. I do feel like that's probably just for a specific few of you. The romance angels may have more of a broader message for you guys. So, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo for this period. Okay. I have Figuring and Learning and Soulmate. And Virgo. I have Flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. One more for Virgo. I have Separation. So, again, I kind of want to say this is a bit split. This is half and half. Which, obviously, I'm going to clarify. This Forgiving and Learning and Separation, I do feel like it's putting space between you and someone who could be considered abusive. Forgiving yourself first and foremost before you forgive anyone else. Some of you actually don't want to forgive someone who has been abusive, you know, or controlling and things like that, which is fair enough. But it does sound the card, as you release and heal the past, you will experience more love in your present moments. And then obviously for the other side, for other Virgos, this may resonate somewhat a little bit more. I've got extending light-hearted energy here with someone who could be considered a soulmate. So I've got two separate messages here for two sort of different types of Virgos. For some of you, you may actually resonate with the whole thing, you know what I mean? And already sort of be in the midst of finding new love, you know. Who knows? Let's clarify. Let me start with, I'll leave the best till last. Let's leave the soulmate card till last. Let's clarify for those that are needing to separate themselves from someone. So let's clarify that first. Okay, what's this Forgiving and Learning and Separation about? So we have the Knight of Swords. I have got Strength in the reverse. It looks like the devil, but it's not. And I have got the Ten of Swords. So again, this is to sort of say, listen, someone may ask for forgiveness for the past. So it may be like a father figure, it may be an ex from the past who's been abusive. These energies showing up now because it looks like somebody is communicating from the past. The problem with it is strength's in the reverse, so pride and ego's in the way here, okay? And it doesn't feel sincere. It doesn't. And then look at this Ten of Swords here. Like, here, this is like self-sabotage. Here, someone's done this to you. Someone's literally left them swords and is watching you rot, you know, so to speak. I know there's dramatic words, but it's like someone's done this to you and then they're very much aware of what they've done. And I'm sort of wondering, because this knight looks a little bit angry. Maybe it's less of an apology. Maybe it's more of a... Maybe you've already tried to ask for an apology. Maybe you're considering asking for an apology. I'm just seeing this feeling very hostile. And if someone does apologise, I just wouldn't trust it as far as I could throw it. Seriously. And this is definitely someone from the past. Right. Let's close that part down. Let's look at the lighter spectrum of this. So let's clarify these two. So like I say, this may resonate for someone who are going through the previous kind of energies, but this I feel is more of a broad spectrum for the Virgos. So we have light-hearted energy being extended by a soulmate. So let's clarify that and find out what that's more all about. What's this soulmate and flirt about for Virgo? What's this soulmate and flirt about for Virgo? Okay, I've got the Three of Pentacles. I have also got the Emperor in the upright position. I've got the King of Pentacles. Some of you, it's an earth sign. Another earth sign. Virgo. One more for Virgo. I've got the Knight of Swords again. I wonder if somebody dealing with an earth sign, and I do sometimes consider the Emperor to be ruled by Taurus. So I wonder if it's another earth sign for some of you. The Three of Pentacles with the Emperor, this is all about mastering new skills. It's all about using wisdom and sort of knowing the right time to act on something, okay? It's not rushed. It needs to go smoothly. I must admit, even in the upright, the Emperor can still have a little bit of controlling sort of energy around him, but not in a bad way. So I'm sort of wondering for some of you, hey, trying harder. I'm wondering if for some of you, you've gotten over someone from your past who has been controlling, who has been a complete and utter nightmare and very verbally abusive. And I'm wondering if you're meeting someone or you've met someone who, it's not that they remind you of them, it's just that they can be a little bit controlling and it's sparking warning signs. Kind of want to say for some of you, they're nothing like what you've been with, you know what I mean? So I'm starting to sort of think this person, they're just a little bit more practical. They're not one to rush in, which is why the Knight of Swords is that dark, you know what I mean? I'd say for some of you, we have this nice soulmate connection coming in. And it has got to stay lighthearted. That's why we got the flirt card, because it's saying lighthearted, lighten the fuck up. I think that this sort of say, listen, this, you may start accusing someone of being like someone you've been with before, and it's actually maybe a little bit unwarranted. And it's bringing up a lot of memories from the past. And I suppose, if anything, Virgo, it should beg the question, are you really ready to move on if that's the case? If that's the case, are you really ready to move on? It's worth serious consideration. But what I will say is, for them to show us the King of Pentacles, and this is in the light, this is in the dark, this tells me this person's extremely practical. Very wise as well, beyond their years. Nothing like the King of Swords in the reverse. Let's just put it like that. You've actually sort of gone from an Emperor in the reverse to an Emperor in the upright. So even if there are similarities, I think you'll probably find as time goes on that no, they are actually nothing like what you've been with before. Just small things maybe remind you and spark that flashback. And these are your issues that you have to deal with. And don't get me wrong, this could totally be on the cross-watcher side as well. You know, if there's Virgo dating someone and they seem to be sort of acting up a little bit crazy, you know, accusing you of shit and stuff like that. Again, it's just a simple case of actually proving to them, you know, that that's not you. If you think it's worth it. Because, you know, that's the problem in this day and age. A lot of people tend to throw something away if it's broke, you know, instead of fixing it. It's about weighing up whether it's worth it or not. And if, for whatever reason, Virgo or cross-watcher decides that it's not worth it anymore, someone's past is just way too much in the way, don't ghost, actually come up front and tell them. Tell them what the problem is. But if you are going through these energies, I suppose in a way it's better to weigh your pros and cons of staying in this. Because clearly someone's not ready. Someone's not over their issues, and it will impact a new relationship, and that is the problem. And it's a relationship that otherwise would work as well. So yeah, there's the energies. Bit intense. Bloody hell. Right, I'll leave that there then, Virgo. If anyone does want a personal reading, feel free to email me. I do have availability this week. Otherwise, you guys, I'll be back for March. You guys take care. Bye for now.